Hi, my name's Paul from the Tragically Hip, and I am here to show anyone who is interested what I played on Wheat Kings, how I play it, and I hope you like it. You know, Wheat Kings, it's not tricky to play. I was struck by the lyrics that Gord was writing, and slowly I realized it was about David Milgaard, who was wrongly accused in Winnipeg so many years ago. You know, I knew before Gord told me, I knew it was about that. And Gord and I actually met with David Milgaard a few times in Toronto. It seems to have clicked with a lot of people. We recorded it in London, England, for the record, fully completely. I had this riff, not exactly like the riff on the record. It was a pretty good, it was a good staple for our set. It was kind of, you know, because we're a rock band, we did like to have the odd mellow number, and that certainly was one of them. Riff in Wheat Kings, it's like anything. When you write a song, you don't know what's going to happen. The hip normally would start with the music, and then the lyrics come second, and that was kind of the pattern. That particular, the original riff to Wheat Kings was, I don't know, like a bit Stonesy. I know it didn't turn out that way, but that was the sort of beginning. There's a mystery and a magic to songwriting. You don't know when you're going to get one. The harder you work at it, the more difficult it becomes. Some just pop out, and that riff popped out to me. I just thought, okay, this kind of feels like us and doesn't sound like anything else. Everyone was into it right away. Eventually, I simplified it. We played Wheat Kings quite a lot, like at bigger shows. I mean, I don't really remember too much at the smaller shows, like touring Europe or the States. And, you know, it was definitely in the set, but not all the time. We changed our set always, and every night. You know, the thing I remember most, the time I remember most playing Wheat Kings was when David Milgaard was actually there. And, you know, he's out of prison, and he was pretty honored. He knew, you know, that the song was inspired by his awful story. The fan reaction to Wheat Kings was, I think it was good off the start. I mean, the loons kind of, at the beginning of the song, that would tweak someone's ears, I think, you know, just kind of like, whoa, wait a second. It was a fairly immediate favorite for a lot of, you know, maybe folkier fans that really just like, you know, acoustic guitars and, you know, Bob Dylan, Neil Young, that kind of thing. And so, yeah, we always let it do its job, and it did it pretty well. Just on my own with an acoustic, it's an easy one to pull off, and it means something to a lot of people. And it always makes me think of our friend Gord. Well, I'm going to start by playing just a couple of chords here. It's just a GC, so basically I'm leaving my ring finger and pinky finger on the B and the high E strings, and just back and forth with the index in the middle, playing a GC. So one of the simplest songs, it's a lot of these chords, just a GC. You know, that kind of thing. And then the only change really is the chorus. So, oh, treasures buried walking around with a vein, Jesus. Pretend there's a chorus here, D. We kids pretty fine. So it's just back to the G, C, and then you go back to the D again. Let's just see tomorrow bring. That's literally it. In the very last chorus, you go to the D 3 times, so it's like we kind of you pick up your playing a bit, especially in the last chorus. Let's just see. We're on the D. What tomorrow brings. Then you go to D one more time and then move to a C. That's what tomorrow brings. C, D all the way now. And you can vary up your Ds. I'm just a regular C, regular D, but then you can kind of go, just move the C up 2 frets. And then you always end now. Back to the G. Back to the root. I don't know. I would have might have liked it if it were liked it better if it was, but I would be wrong because I think it suits what Gord was singing about, and the more the, and plus it's the easiest campfire song ever to play. So you're welcome. This was a guitar I used on Wheat Kings. It's been my acoustic since 1990. My wife bought it for me, and I was so pleased. She bought it in London, Ontario, and we were playing. It might have been 91 or 92, but it was before Fully Completely, and we were playing Massey Hall, I think, for the first time. And she showed up at Soundcheck with it, and she had bought it. We must have played London the night before, and it's a Takamine, and I don't know what the year is, but it's probably 89 or 90, and I just always used it. I mean, I always related to Johnny Cash. With black guitars, black outfit. He was my dad's favorite, and I always loved him. So to have a black guitar, I just loved it. Anytime I played acoustic, live or in the studio, it was this one. Standard tuning for Wheat Kings. I try and not think the riff's just too simple because it is a bit catchy. And you can really vary up the kind of the way you play it. You can do all down. You can really hit it hard when it needs it. And I really do credit Chris Tangarides, the producer, with asking me to simplify this riff. So that's how I played Wheat Kings. It's a little busier and a little faster than I remember it. Anyway, I enjoyed playing it. I enjoyed hearing Gord's voice, too. Okay, time for some fan questions. No idea what's coming. I'm going to shuffle them because I can kind of semi-see the top one. Fan questions. Here's the first one from Music Junkie 74. There's a little underline between music and junkie. When was your favorite time you guys played Wheat Kings, and why? My favorite time we've ever played it was when David Milgaard, who inspired the song, came out to our show. And I wish I could tell you where the show was. I'm guessing Toronto, and I'm guessing it was part of Roadside Attraction. Blanchette.Nick. Who decided to add the loon call? I'm just guessing. I'm going to guess Johnny, but I'm guessing like you're guessing. I know we had our manager at the time, Jake, was flying over to London, England, where we were recording, and we did ask him to pick up, those nature CDs to see if we could find a loon call, but I honestly don't know. I'm going to guess Johnny. I'll go with that. Dan Smith, KDD. Hi, Dan Smith, KDD. Did the music or lyrics come first with We Kings. The music came first. Gord may have had those lyrics written, but I would doubt that he would have them all written at all. And he sang along to a riff that I was playing originally, and then we started, playing it with the band, and he would have finished up those lyrics. I'm guessing he had the We Kings kind of in his mind chorus, but unsure. But I would think he would have, and so music came first, for sure. And that was really the case with a lot of songs of ours. Dana Williams, 904. What would lead you to select a type of guitar for recording a specific song, like Les Paul or Telly? It was more time period for me. I mean, I was Telly for our first Up to Here, Road Apples and Fully Completely. I was my black 72 Telly Custom. And then, so that was through Fully Completely. And then we went back to New Orleans to record Day for Night. And I bought my first Les Paul Black Custom. And I started using that for the most part on electric songs, which was most of them for me. 2 or 3 records with that one as my main one. The odd time me or Robbie would use a different guitar, of course, but for the main guitar, it was my Black Les Custom. I started using the Les Paul Deluxes with mini humbuckers. Anyway, so I would just kind of pick a regular guitar for a bunch of songs we were going to play, as opposed to, I should use the Telly for this one, and that would happen the odd time, but for the most part, I was kind of committed to a guitar. Okay, you're my guitar now. You're the one that I'm going to use all the time. Okay, well, thanks for your questions. Really appreciate you asking them, and they were some good ones. Well, that's the end of this little video and experience. I hope you liked it and that you were able to follow along. So there's We Kings for you. Fun for me. Hope it was for you.